Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll have the speedy Tyrod Taylor calling the shots, the former Virginia Tech Hokie.
His athleticism in college was never in question. In fact, many NFL scouts thought he might be better suited to play receiver, but always believed in himself, always wanted to be a quarterback, and continues to prove his worth at that position in the NFL.
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jordan Hicks coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Play action. Now Taylor. Out to his left. Got some room at the 30. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Second and 10 now, it's Taylor. Breaks through the contact. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 41 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a play fake. Wentz. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Wentz. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0.
My playbook is ass.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always... battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Myles Garrett able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems.
I absolutely hate that. I want to run the damn ball. I don't want the QB to run it. WTF. The playbook is so bad.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Nassib in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah,
I
exactly
have
right.
no
3rd down, you gotta try and
defense.
find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. Jabril Peppers is deep for Cleveland. That's taken it around the 40. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give him 30 yards there. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 1st down for the Eagles. Wentz finding the former Raven Wallace.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Now it's Ajayi. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. They run with Ajayi. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
This is Ajayi. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Wentz going to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rodgers. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Wentz. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
1st down.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action with Taylor. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Taylor now off the bootleg. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Taylor will throw again. He's got his target. It's Coleman for a Browns touchdown. Coleman from 8 yards out, and the Browns add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's Carson Wentz now with the rest of his offensive unit heading onto the field. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people. Lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Are you the Eagles?
Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Ajayi. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Throwing now is Wentz. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. Flushed out right. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
You're not doing too good.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
I want scrolls.
There, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out
It
of whack.
won't he let me though.
But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
On play action, Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Lol.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the gun, it's Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his...
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head
God
before the ball
damn
goes
it.
in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Intercepted.
They start the drive with Hyde, and they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles, rolling the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, that's 2 guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this 1st half of action. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's Taylor. Coleman has it here right side. Corey Coleman. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Coleman, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns continue to roll. Now he's having a nice little 1st half here, partner.
And it's a 1st half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland.
I am down by 3-0.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return will be stopped at the 34. Take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? And they'll go on the ground. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar from 4 yards out. And the Eagles able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play action pass, you see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line, or no? Because there's not as much room to work with.
It is harder because
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just dropped to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. To throw, it's Wentz. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And this is Ertz with it, right side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Throwing is Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the 2nd half, it's a big reason why his team is behind on the scoreboard. Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On third down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. On first down, Wentz. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Wentz now on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the play.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
Now Wentz. And it's caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll try to run with Ajayi. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joe Schobert in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game. But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. On 2nd down, Hyde. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. And off comes to Hyde. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now Sproles. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
I was literally on the 1-yard line.
And on the ground they go with running back. He had a quick little spin move, but the door shut fast as he's dropped. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They run again with Ajayi. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So after the run by Jay Ajayi, here's first and 10. And they'll run it here. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up third and 9. Here's Wentz to throw. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now Wentz. And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles get a score closer.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Elliott now to kick this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Taylor will bring the Browns up first and 10 at the 40. They'll give to Hyde. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup and again. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Wentz to throw on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver. Third down here.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now Wentz. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing on first is Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Coverage there by Brian Body Calhoun.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Wentz. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. On play action, it's Wentz. He's got his man, that's Wallace. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to... Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Completes it to Ajayi. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22. Now a play fake here on first down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. Now Wentz throwing on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense will take over right at mid. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Wynn looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll score. Touchdown, Brown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now Wentz to try again after the pick six. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on second down. Wentz toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Coverage there by Brian Body Calhoun.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Wentz now to throw. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now fourth down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. that's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Wentz again. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. Now that one good for 16 yards and a first. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Hang in there now.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Wentz going to throw. Drops it off to Ajayi. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. He finds Aguilar over the middle. He got 29 yards that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wentz. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing is Wentz. And this is incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. Working from the gun, Wentz. It's caught. Inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On play action, Wentz. Ertz has it left side. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Wentz to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
And the Browns getting set to go. Have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get...
So second quarter, this offense losing and hoping to get the football in the end zone for the first time. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. They fake the give. Now Wentz. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will set up shop at their own. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Tackle made by Demarius Randall. Now a play fake. Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
On second down, here's Wentz. Pressure up the middle, and down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you really don't.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Wentz. A dump off to Sproles. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. Wentz to throw on second down. Screen pass to Sproles.
Can I play you?
At the 35-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And Elliott puts this one through. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know.
I don't have online. But if I get it. Yes.
This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
Hey. There we go. Back. Waiting.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Wentz now on 1st down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw is Wentz. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
A very solid gain of 27. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Wallace. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. And he comes back with one complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Christian Kirksey coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will... Now following the field goal, what can this offense do? We're about to find out. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually get... And now here's another interception. Picked up by the former 1st-round pick, Demarius Randall. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. Wentz now on 1st down. It's caught by Aguilar. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Flush, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will close the gap down to... So they surrendered 3 points, and now after the kickoff, this offense... A road win in the National Football League.